That's weird. That's weird. Kind of weirding me out.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man.
It's strange.
What's up, campers? Welcome back to episode 14 of Monsters of the Mash Strange.
I think you've gotten like one right out of 14.
That's okay. Well, we are in round 4, not 4A, not 4B, just 4, because there will only be 4 fights in round 4. So this is a pure round, and
There will be 4 remaining after round 4.
there will be 3 fights remaining after round 4.
No, I'm saying there's only going to be 4 remaining monsters. It's the final 4.
Yeah, you're right. So today we have, I'm your camp counselor, Alex Tobin.
And I'm the other camp counselor, the Garden Goblin.
And we're back to bring the Spooky Wacky Weird Strange and Garden Goblin.
It's a great song, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know it was a song. I thought that's what
Yeah.
you were.
No, the song's about me. It's a great
Who
King
wrote it?
Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard song.
Oh, I see. Well, today we have fighting Bigfoot versus the Doppelganger, Johnny Habsburg, the Lizard Person, versus the Mothman, the Slitmouth Woman versus the Minotaur, and the Gowrow versus the Van Meter Visitor. So, as you guys know, these are all big, heavy hitters. Some of them are a little surprised they got this far, but yeah, I mean, let's just get into it and let fate and the die decide what is going to happen to these beasts. You okay?
Yeah, man, we're getting to the end here.
David, this first fight is probably the one I'm the most scared about.
Yeah, because I mean, boy, if Bigfoot loses, I'm out. My heart and soul's not going to be here anymore. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. And here's the thing, Bigfoot versus the Doppelganger is just Bigfoot versus Bigfoot, so it's really anybody's match. But let's get into it. As the first one, Bigfoot, you guys know him, you guys love him. Giant ape man, big feet.
You got
Big feet, walking the woods. He's the king of cryptids. His health number is 40. His attack die is 20, and his special attribute is, what is it? Woods? Just woods.
Yeah.
He's in the woods. He's the king of the woods. He's fighting the Doppelganger, and as you guys know, Doppelganger is the idea that somebody out there looks exactly like you, but we made it more of a Ditto character from Pokemon, so he basically replicates whoever he is fighting, or it is fighting. And the Doppelganger, since it's fighting Bigfoot, has a health number of 40, an attack die of 20, but it does not have any special attributes because the special attribute is copying the other opponent. So it is an even match with 40 health and 20 attack. And David, I will let you be Bigfoot. Obviously, this is your guy.
Doppelganger's yours too, though, right?
Yeah. You know what? I think you did the Doppelganger story.
Shit.
I
don't know.
You brought this demon into our midst.
Whatever. I ain't sorry.
So, I guess this we'll see who goes first. This is a big roll, dude. Real big roll. Think about it.
Could have done better.
I rolled the wrong die.
Yes, so did I.
Oh, I got 4.
Got 8.
Oh, lucky man. Anyway, and are we rolling to see where we're going to be fighting? Because I also, once again, did not come prepared with any levels.
It's yours.
Yeah, but you don't. You're just using the same levels. I think we should both think of ones off the cuff.
No, that's ridiculous.
Why?
Because we do everything else off the cuff. We have to have some structure.
Okay, well, mine's gonna be off the cuff then.
All right, what is it?
Go shoot. Blockbuster Video.
All right.
It's a Blockbuster Video. It's the last Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess let's get into it. It's 1994. You just watched the amazing... Oh, I'm gonna jump up. It's the year The Matrix came out.
99?
That's why I didn't want to say it. I didn't know. You just watched the amazing movie The Matrix as David hacks into the mainframe.
99.
99. It is 1999.
Booyah.
You just finished watching The Matrix, and you have 4 hours to get it back to the Blockbuster before it closes. As you pull into the parking lot, you see the blue logo of... I don't even know what that fucking logo is now that I think about it.
It's a movie ticket.
They don't sell movie tickets.
Yeah, but they got the movies. I think it's a movie ticket, or is it a VHS tape?
I don't know. That's probably a movie ticket. It looks like a sales tag. Anyway, you walk in. There's a gumball.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie ticket.
Okay. You walk in. There's a gumball machine with a swirly slide down the middle of it. Every 10th gumball in there has writing on it that says free movie rental. Do you ever have one of those in your video store?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean that's a game changer. That would make me want to go back to any video store.
I was a Hollywood Video kind of guy.
You know what? I was too. That was what we had in our town. That was
Yeah.
one closer to me. But Blockbuster, I'm trying to make it more general because I feel like some people didn't have Hollywood Video.
See, I loved me Hollywood Video because we had a membership that was like, it was a monthly membership, and you could have 2 movies out at once. And so as long as you brought one back, you could take one with you.
Damn, you had Netflix.
Basically.
You had to walk up and get it, but basically the same thing. You walk in, there's that cotton candy in that bucket. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, ugh.
Weird.
It looks so stale.
Yeah, and they have like faces on them. I still remember those so vividly. Walls of candy. Walls of the same movie. Richard Gere on the front. Kevin Costner. Julia Roberts. They're all there. All the favorites. As you walk in, you slide your disc. This is getting sexual. You slide your disc into the slot, in the return movie slot, as you hear it cascade down, the plastic bouncing off the other ones. What else is down there? You look through the slot. Someone just returned 13 Ghosts. Oh, that's such a good movie. It's a good movie. Wait, that movie's not out yet. Anyway, as you walk
The original
in,
was.
Oh, yeah, the 50s one. The 40s or 50s one. As you walk in there, you see a nice man standing in front of a rack of movies in the horror movie section. As he picks one up and looks at it, you look over his shoulder. He stares vehemently at the front of the VHS tape. You look at it. It says The Blob. The man looks back at you and he goes, "Howdy, young man." And you go, what movie's that? And he goes, "Oh, this is The Blob. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like it. It just something drew me to it." As he starts to quiver and shake, and you go, "Sir, are you okay?" And he goes,
What?
"Get the fuck out of here, kid." And you go, "Mister, you're scaring me." And as you begin to back up, you take a step back. The man falls on the ground and begins to morph, forming into his own blob.
Yeah.
His clothes begin to form into the blob as well as this gooey mass begins to shape and shiver all over the floor. As you back up, you hit your back against something and you turn around. It's just a cardboard cutout of Beetlejuice. And you go, "Oh, I thought it was going to be something big and scary." And then as you look past Beetlejuice, you see something as you hear it go, "What, like me?" What do you say?
I want to come clean on something.
What?
One time when I was a child, remember when they had all those horny teen movies like American Pie and whatnot?
Van Wilder, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to sneak that into the cart a couple of times.
Remember when they would like release like the unrated, like X-rated and it would
Yes.
have like 2 extra scenes in it that weren't X-rated or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, one time I had bought one. I forget what movie it was. Let's just say American Pie. I bought American Pie.
And then you just
And it was
like, and then you just open the plastic casing with the DVD was in, and then you closed your penis on it.
Yeah. No. And then
sorry.
they came out with like the X-rated one, and so I rented it and just switched the discs and returned the regular.
Oh, really? That's really funny, actually.
It's fine. They're out of business. It doesn't matter.
You're like, these 2 boob scenes are mine. I'm taking them home.
No one else can see them.
They're
These
for
are
me.
mine.
They're for me and me only.
I think I did it again, actually, because I accidentally bought a widescreen version. Remember when you could buy the widescreen or the full screen?
Yeah.
I accidentally bought the full screen, but I wanted the widescreen, so I rented the widescreen and switched it with the full screen.
Okay. Yeah, I would. I would try to find just any horror movie because I was really into horror movies. But like,
Oh yeah.
I liked any horror movie that was like, it looked kind of good, but it also was like
Horny.
a little horny.
Yeah.
Right, like you want to like, because then you
course.
could disguise it a little bit. You're like, oh, this like, oh god, there's a couple
But
ones that were like,
Most horror movies are a little horny.
yeah, they're a little horny, of course, but yeah, it's just so funny. It's just like I used to be like, yeah, I'll get this one. Mom's like, oh, it's a horror movie, and I was like, yeah, it is.
It's a horror movie.
Are there a bunch of Mom was yelling in the Hollywood video? There's a bunch of horrors in that movie. I'm like, Mom,
The
it's
High and
sister.
the Beetlejuice.
Mom, it's
It's
sister.
Hollywood, Mom.
Mom, it's Sister Act. Why you can't say that? Catholic horrors.
Behind the Beetlejuice cutout, 2 glowing eyes are looking over the blob, now turned man or something. I don't know what he is now.
He's still Blob.
Okay. As he walks past the cardboard cutout, he, without looking, nonchalantly grabs a copy of Harry and the Hendersons and tucks it into his little satchel.
Oh yes.
Pretending like it's like he was supposed to be doing that. He looks at the blob. Do you want to transfer? Can I hit you as a blob, or do you need to transfer?
No. As the Blob sees the hulking monkey, he begins to form and take shape into said monkey, and sees him, and knows that they ain't gonna be watching movies tonight. They're gonna be making one.
The Bigfoot looks at his strangely mirror-like image looking across from him. He's furious, and he says, "You know what? We're fighting for the final 4. Fuck you, buddy." And
what
winds
are you
up,
talking about?
winds up a big punch, drilling the doppelganger in the face for 19 damage.
Dropping his health to 21.
21?
21. As the doppelganger flies backwards, crashing through multiple stands of DVDs, he flies into this other room. As he looks up, there's neon signs and green green DVD cases everywhere with an X on them, and a PlayStation. Oh my God, this isn't a Blockbuster. This is a Hollywood Video, and I'm in Game Crazy. Do
I
you remember-
loved Game
Me
Crazy.
too.
They had like
I
the
was
weird
a VIP
park.
member.
They had like the weird like chain fences in there. I was wondering if that was just mine.
They did have the chained fence. They did.
Why? Why did they have that?
I don't know, but they would always want you to. They would really try to push to get you to pre-order games.
Oh
They're
yeah.
like, this game's coming out. It's gonna be really cool. You should pre-order it. You get here's a button, you know. But no, the
Yeah.
chain link fence was so true. Holy shit.
Yeah. Mine's a paint store now.
Oh man. Oh. Mine's
Sherwin-Williams.
Mine's a mattress store. Sleep
Pretty
center.
close.
Sleep
Like
center.
not close at all, but in a weird way, very close.
You know, if you got rid of all the mattress stores and all the paint stores, I would not care. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
They don't affect
Not a lot
me.
of painting going on over there, huh?
Now I can find a mattress online. They ship it to your house now. You know, I just type in mattress and then you click a
Yeah.
button. It'll,
I got mine from Costco.
Oh, that's smart. Anyway.
No. I bought 8 of them.
So, as he looks up, he's in a game crazy. He peels himself off the ground by grabbing onto the chain link fence and pulling his way up. As he catches his breath, a dribble of blood goes down his nose as he wipes with his hand and then licks it. As he looks at the Bigfoot, he quickly begins to he grabs a stack of video games as he begins to pop them open one by one, popping the disc out of them. As he stands there and the Bigfoot begins to come at him, he all of a sudden starts shurikening the discs at the giant ape as they begin to slice his arm and legs and torso up and face up as the flying disc cut him, lacerating him all over his body, causing 14 damage.
Whew.
Dropping his health to 26.
The Bigfoot angry about these new lacerations upon his hairy, delicious body.
What about his old lacerations? He's okay with those.
He reaches over and grabs a box of he grabs a box of goobers. Pops open the box. He says, "Man, I love these goobas." And he quickly eats the box of chocolate-covered peanuts and then grabs that bubblegum stand like a baseball bat and swings it above his head, cracking it over the doppelganger, doing 14 damage.
My God! Dropping my health down to 7? 7?
Yeah.
Is that correct? 7? I thought you were going to grab a little bit of a bunch of crunch.
Bunch of crunch. I don't remember a bunch of crunch.
It's the Nestle Crunch Bar, but they were like little pebbles that were like crunch bar pebbles.
I did like those.
Yeah, those were good. Those were always there. I think they also had like red vines.
You know, I think I'm mixing up the Buncho Crunch with the Goobers.
Oh, really? I mean,
Pretty similar.
Goobers are a classic one. I feel like
They
might
are
have
classic,
Goobas.
but I don't know if they had those at whichever large chain movie rental store we're at now.
No, the things I remember the most are the fucking cotton candy.
Though I mean, because I never had it. It just
Me
looked
neither.
So fucking bad.
I did look really bad. They had faces on them. The little cotton candy balls. And then I remember the bucket with the popcorn in it, but the popcorn is at the bottom and it's like just kernels and you just put the bucket in the microwave. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
you don't easy peasy.
What the fuck?
Maybe it was like Pop Secret or some shit.
Why is Bunch of Crunch so expensive? Is
And this
8 ounces? Is 8 ounces a lot of Bunch of Crunch?
Well, you know what they say? They say gasoline follows Bunch of Crunch prices. You know, like it's just like oil and Bunch of Crunch have a very strong correlation, actually. Do
It's
you
got to
even
be
read
because
the
this
news?
shit expired like 4 years ago. That's probably.
No, they still sell it.
Is 8 ounces a lot
In Bunch of Crunch.
in Bunch of Crunch? Because it's $30. It's pissing me off.
I don't know how much a kernel of Bunch of Crunch weighs. It is crispy rice. It can't weigh that much. 8 ounces might be like a room full. I don't know
How much is 8 ounces? 8 ounces is half a pound. Okay, half a pound of Bunch of Crunch could fill up a minivan. So that's actually a good deal.
I don't know if that half a pound. I don't. God, wait, I gotta go look. Fuck, I gotta go. I can go find some Bunch of Crunch now and check the ounce on the package. The cardboard probably weighs more than the Bunch of Crunch.
That shit's like air, man.
Okay.
Okay, so no, a small box is 3.2 ounces. So this bag is only like it's like 2.5 boxes. What the fuck?
For $30, I think they sell a bunch of Crunch at the dollar store. Like, there's no fucking way. Is this special bunch of Crunch? Like, this is like a fucking fucked up batch that he's trying to, like, you know, when they like press coins wrong and shit like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. It's got to be expired, misprint.
Yeah, maybe. Well, if you open it, it's full of goobers. That's why. That's why it's so expensive.
Yeah, goobers are hard to find.
The factory got it mixed up too, and they fucking started putting goobers in Butcher Crunch boxes.
Don't get me started on a Clark bar.
Clark. Not a Clark or a big hunk. God damn. Okay. They should have changed those names when they were going through and changing like Aunt Jemima and shit like that. There should have been like, oh, Big Hunk and Clark are like offensive now. Like they had a free out and they didn't take it.
It really makes people think about it. They're like, wait, that was offensive? How was that offensive?
This guy named Clark killed my cousin, so it's fucked up. I don't know anybody named Clark. Do you know anybody named Clark? Kent. Clark Kent?
I think I've known people with the last name Clark, but not the first name Clark.
Clark Kent's just that stupid reporter who's a fucking piece
What a
of
nerd.
Yeah, he would never be a hero.
I mean, he's kind of built like a shit brick house, but he wears glasses, so he's a fucking nerd.
As that guy, he doesn't even have a cell phone. He's just making public phone calls at a phone booth.
We all know he's jacking off in there. He's in
Lame
there
ass,
forever.
lame ass nerd, bitch. Okay, so okay, I have 7 health left. You just smashed a gumball machine over my head.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Chew on that.
As the doppelganger stands up, collecting himself, he looks down and he sees a gumball roll across the floor. It says "free movie" on it. Oh my god! As he goes to reach for it for his next attack, he walks over and picks it up, but quickly turns and does a funny fucking Home Alone style slip and fall on a bunch of gumballs as he starts flailing his arms back and forth, like stepping on marbles as he flatbacks it, and the gumball goes flying out of his hand, smacking the Bigfoot right in the forehead, causing 4 damage, dropping
That's
his
not
health
what you needed.
down to 22. No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. As I have 7 health and he has 22.
Boy, I'm drawing a blank here.
With
Bigfoot. Bigfoot looks at the doppelganger and says, "Come with me," and grabs him by the ankle, since he's flat backed, as you said, and drags him into the game station, where he lifts him up. After seeing his blob form, he believes that the doppelganger is somewhat jelly-like, as he presses him up against the chain link
I was gonna
fence.
say, I was thinking that same fucking thing. That's so weird. And then I was like, oh no. I was like, he's still a blob, so like maybe I'll go through. And then I was like, maybe you should grate me like a fucking block of cheese.
Bigfoot, with his left hand around the doppelganger's throat, presses his back flat against the chain, looks him dead in the eyes, and says, "Game over," and pummels his head as it splatters through the gate.
Oh.
With a 13.
As the doppelganger gets a horrible
He finally got it.
chain-related death and dies in the Game Crazy, where, to be honest, if I died in the Game Crazy in 2006-5, might have been peak.
What have you been, like 10?
It's been all downhill ever since Game Crazy went under. You think if you went to your like a therapist and like said that to her, they'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Yeah, let's. You know how there's one last Blockbuster?
mhm.
Let's move to Bend and open a Game Crazy.
Seriously, why don't we? I heard those people on the internet, they'll buy stock in any kind of game company now. We should
true.
sell Game Crazy stock, you know?
Wait, is Game Crazy still?
Mm-mm.
Oh, May 2010.
That's when it shut down?
Yeah.
Made it longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
it's actually from Oregon.
Really?
It's from Wilsonville, which is basically Portland.
I thought
Wilsonville is just on the outside.
I thought Game Crazy was just like an off branching of Hollywood Video, not like a separate company that Hollywood Video bought.
Probably.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, this is so good. You go to their Wikipedia page, and it's the quick little bio that says history, and then the next thing is downfall.
It's like the Roman Empire. It's like all great things can't last, you know, like Game Crazy burnt to the ground as the Gaulics stormed and took all the Crash Bandicoots.
So it says here the stores were often but not always located adjacent to Hollywood Video rental stores. So I guess there were some solos.
So weird. You think Hollywood would just be like, nah, we'll just fucking put games in our store? Like, right?
They kind of did.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that.
We didn't rent. You bought from Game Crazy.
Oh, you couldn't rent?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I had a Game Crazy licensed GameCube controller, and it was really small.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Those were not more expensive than a regular controller. Those were shittier. That's like
I actually preferred that little one. It was cool. It had like a turbo button, which didn't do anything.
I was gonna say exactly. It's like
Gotta go fast.
it had a metal ball maze game in the middle of the controller.
It was filled with mercury. It made me game so hard though.
It wasn't plastic. It was pleather. The whole thing was pleather.
I felt like I was in the game.
The cord was 2 inches long. It's just so close to the console. Okay. Okay, so the next fight we have for the night is Johnny Habsburg, the lizard person, versus the Mothman. Johnny Habsburg, the lizard person, as you guys know, royal families in the news. You know what they look like, but we're going a little bit further back. We're going. I can't tell you when the Habsburgs were around, but it was when incest was more prevalent, not prevalent. But Johnny Habsburg is a malformed, incestuous princeling with a protuberance of a chin and a scaly underskin with a human-like costume on top as they rule the world and they rule England. His health number is 40 and his attack die is 20, and his special attribute is they run the world +2 attack in crowded areas. And he will be fighting the Mothman, the one and only. Yep, that's right. It's a moth and a man put together, and it's giant, and it causes havoc wherever it goes. Inadvertently sometimes, but wherever the Mothman goes, there seems to be a natural disaster that does happen. It started in Point Pleasant, I believe, West Virginia, and now he is just globetrotting all around the world, and he will be at your city next to cause a horrible natural disaster. His health number is 40, and his attack die is 12, and his special attribute is flight. So Habsburg has the slight advantage with a higher attack die of 20 over the 12, but they both have 40 health. So it should be an interesting fight. I guess I will be Johnny Habs, and you will be Mothman, since Mothman is your guy.
Yeah, I gotta correct myself real quick.
What?
It was not a it was not a Game Crazy controller. It was a Wildcats.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I know that brand.
It was the Cubicon.
What is that?
And there's one on eBay in packaging for $99.
That's the same guy who's selling the Bunch of Crunch. Like, this guy's like, yeah. I'm just going to put it up there and forget about it. And if anybody buys it, I just want to. You should buy it just so he can freak out and have to look for his controller all around his house, because you know he doesn't have that. Like, you know he.
One of its big features said it has a brain above it, and it says fully programmable, which I don't know what that means.
You could have been using that turbo button.
Yeah.
You just gotta have play games with turbo in it. You know?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's roll to see who will go first. 18.
18.
Oh, whoa. Okay, roll again. 16.
2.
Okay. Okay. And roll to see where we will be fighting today.
We shall be fighting 2. I rolled 2 again. The set. Oh, I forgot I changed this.
What?
We will be fighting at the set of Old Sheldon.
Okay. Okay.
And what that means is that it doesn't exist, so we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying the set of Big Bang. I'm saying the set of Old Sheldon,
Old
which
Sheldon.
is a completely different show.
Yeah, of course. Okay, do you want me to describe Old Sheldon, or should it be a tag team?
I would love to hear your description of Old Sheldon.
Okay, here we go. Okay. The audience sits in the stands of a multicam Hollywood television show in on a studio lot. The applause sign comes on as they begin to clap and cheer. The lights come up, and a fickle door, a light door swings open. Shut the fuck up, Google. Anyway, the door.
Google, play Old Sheldon, episode 3.
Door swings open as Old Sheldon walks through the door. The actor playing him, Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe crawls in on all fours as he begins to skulk around the nursing home. He begins to climb up the walls and swing from the chandeliers as his science buddies, Danny DeVito, Carl Weathers,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's another part.
Mickey Rourke.
Oh my God, the gang's all here. Incredible.
Sit below and watch him. They all go. Carl Weathers looks up and goes, "What the fuck you doing, Sheldon?"
Tobin. You're on a tightrope over there, buddy.
That's my Carl Weathers impression.
Okay.
As Old Sheldon. I wish I had any other fucking character's name from The Big Bang. I do not know anybody's name in that show. Penny. I know Penny's.
There's Penny. The main character has like the softest like little dweeb name ever, I swear. Fuck, what is it? My dad loves that show. He always wants to watch it, and I have to come up with nice ways of saying no.
My grandpa loved that show. It's kind of surprising. Anyway, so we'll keep going. So he goes, "Sheldon, what the fuck you doing?" And he jumps down and he goes, "I just created a serum to put on my fingers to make me like a spider." No, he's just becoming Green Goblin.
Leonard. Howard. Raj. Bernadette. Amy. Stuart. Debbie. Barry. Emily. Will. Oh no, Will. That's Will Wheaton playing Will Wheaton.
He hops down and he goes, "You guys, I'm afraid to die." And Danny DeVito goes,
"Ooh."
And Danny DeVito goes,
All right, I'll do the crowd reaction while you do this.
And he goes, I'm afraid to die, guys. And Danny DeVito goes, I'm afraid of diaper. As his face turns red and he shits his pants, his diaper.
Ooh.
And he goes, I'm not afraid of diaper no more. All of a sudden, the door swings open as Helen Mirren comes in. Awooga.
Ooh. Ow, ow.
Yeah. And he goes, Penny, what are you doing here? And she goes,
Ooh.
she goes, old Sheldon, we're breaking up.
Oh.
Aww. Oh, no, that's sweet.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's sweet.
No, it's like sad. Aw.
Yeah.
And he goes, Penny, but we're covalent bonds. We can't break, or some shit like that. There we go. And he goes, this is my new boyfriend, Johnny Habsburg.
Ooh.
As a chin comes strolling through the door for about 10 feet before he reveals himself.
Oh, here we go. Now we're working here.
And then
keep going.
And then he goes, Johnny Habsburg looks at old Sheldon and he goes, What's the matter, chap? You look sad. Keep your chin up. I'm dying.
Yeah, feed me some more here. I'm ready for anything.
Dude, you want me to write fucking jokes on the spot like
Yeah,
this?
Keep going.
Okay. Mickey, Carl Weathers goes, now you're not going to let this man fucking steal your woman, are you? And, and Mickey Rourke leans over and goes, you guys got any heroin? And they go, Mickey, stop. We have to do something about this. Old Sheldon's about to lose his girl. And he goes, oh, fuck. I'm like really running out of jokes here, man. And then Penny goes, old Sheldon looks over and goes, why, Penny, why? And then she looks over and goes, let's just say his chin's not the only big thing on him. This is great. And he pulls down his pants and shows his full penis to the whole crowd.
Oh my god, I wish I pulled this up earlier.
Mickey Rourke looks at him and he goes, I'll suck that for heroin.
Fucking shut up! Thank you.
We should really get to this fight. As the
Hold on.
Wait.
There's one button that just says Miley Cyrus on it, and I want to know what that is.
Click it. Oh my god.
I'm scared.
As the play goes down, as the show goes down on the stage below. Dude, what is going on? What?
I don't know. That was called crew cheers and applause.
As the show goes on below, all of a sudden, up in the rafters by the buzzing lights, the warm buzzing orange lights, we see somebody climbing in the rafters. The director goes, "Cut! What's going on up there?" When all of a sudden, David, take it away.
out from the rafters, wings spread wide, the Mothman swings down to set, and he looks Willem Dafoe in the face. It says, "I'm a huge fan. Can I have your autograph? But can you make sure you write that out to Mothman and then sign Bazinga?"
I have first attack, huh?
Yeah.
Johnny Habsburg looks at the Mothman and he goes, "You're not a fan of me? Oh, wait. You're not a fan of me? I don't like that." As he lifts his face up and winds his chin up, reeling it back like a baseball bat and or a cricket bat, and swinging it forward, smashing into the Mothman's head, causing 18 damage with his chin. Dropping his health down to 22.
Oh shit.
There's a crowded area, so it's +2 attack on that too.
Oh damn, yeah, it is.
Fuck. Okay, dropping your health down to 20. That's not good for you.
No, it's not. Okay. The Mothman, after being struck, does a very cool flying spin corkscrew kick, kicking Johnny in the chest, doing 18 damage.
Oh, shit. Dropping my health down to 22. Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm rolling a 12, aren't I?
Yeah.
Whoops. Never mind. Forget about that. That was just a joke, you know. I'm just a prankster.
Pranker.
Yeah, the Mothman does that cool kick again, but only landing 8 damage, not 18. 8.
Dropping his health down to 32. 32. As Johnny Habsburg flies against the wall, he stands up and snarls at the Mothman. Carl Weathers looks at him and goes, "You one cold-blooded motherfucker."
Okay, I'll stop. I'm done.
Wait. I got one more joke. He goes,
Oh, okay.
You want cold-blooded motherfucker. And then Johnny Habsburg reaches behind him and starts to unzip something down his back. As he unzips something down his back, all of a sudden his skin suit falls to the floor as a lizard man stands before the entire crowd. Carl Weathers looks at him and goes, "I told you he was a cold-blooded motherfucker." Because he's a lizard.
I thought you were going to make a joke about his little dick.
I told you that dick was fake. We all know what the lizard man penis looks like, and it is not impressive.
It is not. Big brain, little dick.
As the lizard man pounces, he jumps at the Mothman. Whoa, that sounded fast. Climbing on top of him and shredding him with his claws, tearing him up and carving through his paper-thin wings, causing 10 damage and dropping his health down to 10.
Jesus. I'm not going to come
Oh,
close.
shit.
This is a bloodbath.
8.
Oh, yeah, 8.
Fuck.
As the Mothman is being assaulted with these slashes, he gets the idea to slash back with his back talons. He kicks up onto Johnny's massive chin and starts slicing himself with his talons, doing 9 damage.
Ooh. Dropping the Habsburg's health down to 23? Yeah.
Yeah.
My chin technically isn't fully there anymore because it's part of the skin suit. Or does the lizard have a chin too?
Oh,
fair.
true. Yeah.
We'll give him a little bit of a chin. He's got a chin, right? Lizard chin.
That's my other stage name.
Well, it actually does kind of make sense if you think about it, because the lizard's face is actually like kind of more of a snout.
Protruded.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
What'd you do? You fucking slashed me up?
I like gave you an uppercut with the talons with my feet.
Let me roll this first. As the lizard man goes to strike again with his claws, all of a sudden Mickey Rourke grabs him in a bear hug.
Not Mickey.
And grabs him and goes, "I know you got heroin. I'll give you anything. Give me the heroin."
I want my bird.
As the lizard man picks up Rourke and throws him across the room, only nicking the Mothman, causing 3 damage and dropping his health down to just 5. As Mickey Rourke, down to 3. As Mickey Rourke goes flying, his head flies into a a deep fryer that they have on set for Crafty, as he begins to bubble and boil. It's as big as bubble and boil.
Yeah. The Mothman, holding a small piece of paper in one hand, looks down at it. The paper reads, "Dear Mothman, I hope you enjoyed the show. Your friend Willem Dafoe... ... Bazinga." He takes one slow blink and smiles with his little moth mouth. And with one last attempt, he tries to cut the lizard man with his wings. But the lizard man's tough scales absorb most of the damage, only doing 4.
Dropping his health down to 19.
Knowing that even if you roll a 1, I'm dead.
Oh, I guess you're right. Well, I guess you're really dead now.
Yeah. You're really fucked.
As a 17 is rolled on the board. Or really a 19. As the lizard man looks over at Penny and goes, I'm gonna keep changing his voice. I'm gonna make this breakup real quick and easy for ya. He runs over and picks up old Sheldon, grabbing him by the back of his neck. He runs to the Mothman and knocks him over to the floor as his butt is exposed.
It's called martial arts mayhem.
As his butt's exposed, he takes old Sheldon's head and rams his head up the Mothman's ass. As he begins to push all of old Sheldon up into the Mothman screams, "Oh my guts!" As old Sheldon, as muffled screams can be heard coming from the Mothman's ass of old Sheldon's screams. The Mothman turns around as old Sheldon, just his feet stick out of the Mothman's ass. The Mothman turns around as blood begins to pour out of his eyes.
Jesus, man.
As he just utters the word Bazinga as he falls over. Carl Weather looks at Johnny Habsburg, the lizard man, and goes, "Old Sheldon? Now he's dead, Sheldon." And as the Mothman meets an early grave and becomes his own natural disaster to the hands of the lizard person, Johnny Habsburg,
R.I.P.
on the set of Old Sheldon. So sad.
Yeah. All right, should we take a quick break?
Sure, why not? We'll be right back. And we're back. And we're back with another fight. As the next round the next match we have Slitmouth Woman versus the Minotaur. As you guys know, the Slitmouth Woman is the last standing Japanese yokai, and she is a crying woman in the rain who you offer help. And when she turns around, she has a slit open mouth from ear to ear, very Joker, and she kills you with a giant pair of scissors. Her health number is 30. Her attack die is 20, and her special attribute is bleeding effect because she has the scissors. The Minotaur is, of course, a half bull, half man, more bull than man, and he lives in a Greek maze and
A labyrinth.
a labyrinth and eats children, of course. He has a giant axe as well, and he's kind of handsome.
No.
I stand by that. You keep saying no. I stand by
Because you're
that.
mixing him up with the other.
I'm not mixing him
Okay.
up. Would he be considered a furry?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a furry. So his health number is 40, his attack die is 20, and his special attribute is also bleed damage. So the only advantage that is had is by the Minotaur, and he has 10 more health than the Slitmouth Woman. So other than that, it's pretty equal. Let's roll. Okay, so I guess I will be Slitmouth Woman, you will be Minotaur?
Of course.
That's fair. And let's roll, see who goes first.
Wait, what was their attack damage you said? 20 or...
Minotaur. Oh, they're both 20.
Okay.
They're both 20. Yeah. Okay, let's roll to see who goes first. 5.
4.
Oh my god. Okay, good, because I needed it. And where will we be fighting?
We will be fighting... one of yours. 18.
Oh, shit.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a real funny location.
Yeah, it's got to be. If it's not funny, you're out of here, bud.
Oh, okay.
Pressure's on. It's got to be funny.
Yeah. You got any funny locations you've been to recently?
If you'd like.
I keep thinking of a lot of places, but like they're kind of. I thought of like a Carnival cruise liner, but that kind of matches Titanic, and I don't want to do that. Jesus fuck, I'm really blanking.
How about we fight at the island from Castaway?
Ooh, I like it in a good island location. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, let's do the island from Castaway.
It won't benefit either of us, so.
Nope, it really won't. Okay. Do you want to describe the island from Castaway? I did 2 descriptions already, and I really knocked it out of the park with the old children. I gave a cast.
It was great.
I gave a cast.
In the middle of the Pacific Ocean lays a plot of land littered with UPS boxes. There's a skinny, hairy
It's
FedEx
dog.
boxes. I saw the movie when it came out. Haven't seen it since. So going off my 10-year-old mind. There's a man in a loincloth. He's dirty. He's got an axe made out of an ice skate. He's got a volleyball that has a hole. Not sure what he's doing with that hole. As he's frantically trying to start a fire with a few sticks and some bark. A hoof steps in the sand next to him. The man looks up. He's very disoriented. He goes, "Buzz!" As he makes eye contact with the Minotaur. The Minotaur lowers a torch down from his hand, accidentally setting the man on fire himself as he screams, running towards the water. Ah! The Minotaur was just trying to help. He didn't really know what he was doing. how would you like to enter? Through the bushes, through the water?
Sure. Give me the bushes.
The Minotaur, being part animal, has his heightened senses alerted as he hears a bush behind him shake. He spins around. Go for it.
And he hears the sound of weeping as something emerges from the bush. A woman crying. This must be the man's wife, of course. She's crying at the fact that I just murdered her husband. Oh no. It was an accident.
He wasn't a child. I didn't mean to kill him.
He did. It was an accident. As the woman walks up, she begins to collect his belongings in memory of him. She picks up the volleyball, and then she places it back down. And then she picks up the FedEx box. She places it back down. But then she picks up the ice skate, and she looks at it, and she snaps the bottom of it off. And then she snaps the bottom of the other ice skate off. And then she begins to weld and smash them together over her husband's burning corpse. Next thing you know, she's holding a pair of fucking scissors as she looks up to the Minotaur and goes, I'm the slit-mouthed woman, baby. The slit-mouthed woman, I'm rolling 20 yet, reaches over with her new ice skate scissors and clips the Minotaur right in his nipple, slicing it off, causing 7 damage, dropping his health to 33. You can't be walking around pecked out like that and not expecting to get your
We're
nipple
at the
sliced.
beach, man.
Were they pierced on them sons of bitches?
They gotta be.
Because he got the nose pierced, so you know,
Yeah.
like, why stop at the nose? Go nipples.
Yeah. Breathing heavily, the Minotaur looks down at his pectoral muscle, seeing...
Oh, sorry. Wait. Does the bleed damage happen now or after?
While I'm going, technically, but it doesn't. I'll just -1. There you go.
Okay, so you're at 32.
Yes. The Minotaur looks down at his pectoral muscle and grunts, saying, "That was my favorite nipple." As he pulls his axe back, swinging it forward, landing a heavy blow on the slit-mouthed woman, slicing her mouth open even more,
Oh, no.
doing 18 damage.
Oh. That's not good. Dropping my health down to 12.
And then -1 for bleeding.
Oh, 11. The slit-mouthed woman's head flies back, and almost like the top half of her head completely disappears as it flaps behind her. But with her hands, she flips it back over and uses it to laugh at the Minotaur. She like holds her head and you know.
She's
like,
twisted, man. She's damaged.
She's damaged, all right. She'll send you a dead rat in a box, baby. The slit-mouthed woman, removing her bottom jaw, since it's about to fall off anyway, flings it at the Minotaur as it slices him on the side of the neck and boomerangs back around, since it's a jaw with a U shape, and slices the other side of his neck, giving 2 deep wounds on both sides of his neck as he begins to bleed out, bleed from his neck, causing 15 damage.
Oh shit!
But she didn't hit his jugular. No main arteries, but it's a lot of blood as it drops down to his health drops down to 17.
And then -1.
Oh, 16,
yeah.
16.
The Minotaur then sees a few coconut husks on the ground, picking up 3 of them, lobbing them up to himself, and with his axe hitting dingers right at her, hitting her all 3 times, doing 6 damage.
So 7 damage. Dropping her health down to just 4. You say you hit baseballs at me?
Coconuts.
Oh, coconuts, yeah.
Like baseballs.
As the slit-mouthed woman reaches down at a FedEx package, she opens it. It's the one that he hasn't opened the entire movie that he really wants to deliver to that woman to have hope. You know, it gives him hope that he won't open this one because it gives him hope. As she opens it, she looks inside. She goes, "Oh my God." She goes, "Oh my God." Because she doesn't have a jaw anymore. Oh my God. As she reaches in, she pulls out a tiny, tiny baby.
Whoa.
And the Minotaur looks and goes, "Oh, yummy." As the slit-mouthed woman goes, "You want it? Go get it." And she throws it into the woods. As the Minotaur goes racing after it, he's almost to the baby, and all of a sudden he steps on something. Huh? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a Rambo-style trap that Tom Hanks put on the island to catch whatever predator swings down, a large, sharp rock attached. The Minotaur lunges out of the way, only nicking his left arm, causing 1 damage as the blade flies by, lodging itself into a tree. The baby stands up.
The baby?
And goes, yeah. The baby stands up and looks at the Minotaur and goes, "Let's go!" And
I hate gay people.
He says, "Let's go."
That was the baby saying that, not me.
Yeah, okay. As he hops on an RC powered speedboat and goes off the island, because baby can fit an RC powered speedboat, dropping the Minotaur's health down to 14 because he did have bleed damage. So 2 damage on that one. You're lucky you got out of that one.
It's been a while since the baby's been in controversy. He's doing good now.
Yeah,
it was like every week there is some horrific thing he either did or said.
Yeah.
Oh, the baby. The Minotaur, done with the foolish games, walks slowly towards the slit-mouthed woman, his hooves sinking into the sand. He raises his burly axe above his ass.
Wait. He raises his burly ass.
He raises his burly ass into the air.
You raise my ass so I can... Okay, I'm done.
As he strongly and weightfully, I don't know if that's a word, sits on...
Weightily?
I like weightfully more. Sits on the slit mouth woman, crushing her into a billion little pieces with his powerful ass.
Wait, so he sat on her fucking head?
He sat on her whole goddamn body and just blew her up.
With his burly ass?
His burly ass just tore her up.
Oh, how many damage?
That would be a 19.
Oh,
it was a bad
ass.
one. He's suffering from it himself. It's gonna be a bad cleanup.
Oh, as the Minotaur moves on to the next round, and the slit-mouthed woman becomes nothing but a stain on the Minotaur's ass, on his big burly ass. I mean, he's gonna have more problems since he's still stuck on that island now with no baby.
Yeah, the baby's he's got no entertainment now.
Yeah, no food neither. As the slit-mouthed woman, R.I.P., last of the Japanese yokai. So sad.
I would say I'm glad that she was the last one. She was the most memorable for me.
Yeah, iconic for sure. And last but not least, we have the final fight of the night, the Gowrow versus the Van Meter Visitor. So the Gowrow is a reptilian beast, kind of like a dinosaur.
A wingless dragon.
Wingless dragon, as David likes to call it. And it's ferocious, and it's a beast, and it lives in a swamp. Its health number is 40, its attack die is 20, and its special attribute is that it is in a swamp, so it's a swamp boy. The Van Meter Visitor, of course, is a pterodactyl-like creature. Wow, Battle of the Dragons.
Yeah.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, this will be more exciting than the show. With less incest.
I like the show.
Next episode should be good.
And this fight's going to have more incest. As the Van Meter Visitor is a pterodactyl with like a diamond in its forehead, and it shoots a laser beam at it.
It's a real Godzilla character.
Yeah, exactly. But it was Van Meter. It was in Van Meter, so it's is that Michigan? Was that Michigan? Michigan
We
County
went over this
Fair.
last time.
No, I'm thinking of the
was-
Yeway. I'm thinking of the Yeway visited the
I
fair.
feel like he's Iowa.
Yeah, oh, I think you're right. Van Meter, Iowa, maybe. It doesn't matter. But his health number is 40, his attack die is 20, and his special attribute is flying. So, yeah, this is a battle of the reptilian beasts, and they have the exact same health and attack die. So it should be a good final fight. David, would you like to be the Gowrow? That is your guy,
course.
and I'll be Van Meter.
Yes.
I think they're both yours, actually, to be completely honest. But let's roll to see who goes first. I got a 9 for the Van Meter.
18.
Oh, fuck. And roll to see where we will be fighting.
I had a reroll. I wasn't gonna make us fight at the same place twice.
Mm.
Oh my god! And I just rolled the Castaway Island again. God damn it.
There's one. I got one. If you want to
I'll
give me
give
one.
you one.
Heaven.
Oh come on, man.
What?
Why?
Should we go to hell instead? Is heaven bad?
No.
Is heaven not a good place to
I
fight?
don't know, is it? All right. I rolled a 19, which is your mom's house.
Your mom's house?
Yeah, your mom's house.
No, your mom's
Yes,
house.
your mom's
So-
house.
So heaven?
Your mom's house.
Your mom's
Yes.
house.
Your mom's house.
What does mine say? Dude, what does mine say? Sweet.
It's everybody's mom's house. It's not one particular mom's house. It's just your mom's house.
Oh, this is okay. Please describe this place since you chose
All
it.
right.
I chose heaven.
Heaven
is a place on earth called your mom's house.
It's oh god no.
What?
A small suburban home. You can
Suburban.
suburban home, suburbia. I don't fucking care. Fuck you. From the sidewalk, the neighbors can tell you the kitty litter's full. It needs a changing. The smell of burnt cookies fill the neighborhood, along with the overflowing cat shit and the mildew. There's lots of mildew. Old records of Elvis are playing loudly as a woman weeps.
Not the king.
The king's gone. But it's okay. We have a new king. She keeps telling herself. We have a new king.
Austin Butler?
Austin Butler. Who's Austin Butler? Oh.
That's the guy that played Elvis.
As your childhood bedroom collects dust, untouched since you've left, the empty nesters, unable to move along.
She sometimes goes in there and smokes a cigarette and blows it into your pillowcase.
Puts it out on your sport trophies. Attracted by the smell of the overflowing kitty box, the Gowrow stomps into the front yard, sniffing the ground high and low, looking up into trees, trying to find that sweet, sweet Snickers cat shit. He kicks down the door. Gowrow! Your mom makes eye contact and screams, running into their room. She cannot wait to tell Lisa about this. Everybody knows who Lisa is. Every mother has a Lisa. But then there's Sharon. Sharon won't ever believe this story. She doesn't believe any of your stories. Sure, most of them are false. But she could at least humor you, you know? And now I'm talking to the mom. The Gowrow looks high and low, looking for the cat shit. He sees tapestries. He sees dishes. He sees your high school yearbook. For whatever reason, it's opened up to the boys' wrestling team. But you didn't wrestle. What do you...
That's bad.
He continues to sniff around, his tail bumping into a plastic bin in the kitchen. The Gowrow startled as loud glass bounces around as he sees 48 empty bottles of wine sitting in the every other week recycling bin pickup box. And then the Gowrow catches another scent. But the scent is moving.
Okay. Because I want to make my your intro makes sense because of the cat shit. I want to make mine make sense because he is a reptile fucking pterodactyl. He catches a scent as all of a sudden he hears screaming in the other room. As he hears screaming, we cut to the mother as she is quickly going through jewelry boxes on her nightstand.
Because the lizard's here for the jewelry.
She goes, I'm being robbed. He's trying. That thing is trying to steal your grandmother's jewelry. It's worth a lot of money. It's worth a lot of money. The jewelry. We must. It's your inheritance. It's the jewelry. As she picks up a red gem, all of a sudden she looks at it and she goes, I don't remember this. I don't remember Grandma owning this. All of a sudden, she looks at it. She begins to examine it. As she examines it, she trips. As she falls, the red gemstone goes flying out of her hand and out the window. Just as something goes, whoosh, a large creature, whoosh, right by the window. Oh no! It's outside and it took my jewels. I knew it was gonna take my jewels. All of a sudden, we hear a gong. As something lands just outside the window, she looks. It's a giant pterodactyl, the red gemstone lodged in its forehead as it begins to glow with a low hum. You attack first.
Yeah. The Gowrow hears the monster outside, and he sees competition for the cat shit. And he's not going to have that. As he rushes upstairs, he goes through the bedroom door, crashing into the closet to reveal not one, not two, not three, but 15 bathrobes. It appears that is the only item of clothing in the house. Very drawn back by that, he turns, looks out the window, and sees the Van Meter monster. God, I'm so... 12 or what are we rolling? 20 or 12?
20s.
The Van Meter or the Gowrow looks the Van Meter in the eyes and says, "Gowrow." As he walks closer, thinking that maybe they could be friendly. They seem to be from the same, kin, the same world. And he tries to reach out for the Van Meter, but then your mom takes a frying pan, hitting the Gowrow in the back, forcing him to accidentally lunge forward, scratching the Van Meter, doing 2 damage.
Ooh, dropping his health down to 38. As he gets his back scratched, he falls to the side, bumping into the nightstand next to the bed. As he does, the drawer falls out. It's in a picture along with it. The picture is of you at summer camp with your best friend Brent.
Ugh, not fucking Brent.
19 at the time.
At summer
you
camp?
Looking at,
We're counselors.
Counselors,
yeah.
Whatever, your lifeguards. Yeah. You being a little chubby and not really fit. Brent, the body of a god for a 19-year-old, just ripped and shredded. Your whole outline is covered in Sharpie, as if it was found in your mother's nightstand. There's hearts around Brent and the word Mr. Brent Stokes.
Hey, it's not my mom, it's your mom.
Oh, Mrs.
Mrs. Your mom.
Mrs. Future Brent's wife.
Everybody that's listening, this is your mom. Tobin, this is your mom.
This is my mom. as as he looks over at the woman, he hisses. Even though he's a reptile with a very limited knowledge of the human world,
gets it.
He can tell this is wrong.
It's not okay.
He quickly throws the picture to the ground, picks up the nightstand, chucking it at the woman. The woman, your mother, ducks as it smashes into the Gowrow and breaks on his spiny back, causing 5 damage, dropping his health down to 35. They're just trying to fight this woman at this point.
The Gowrow, very confused on what's happening, picks up the picture and sees Brent. And the Gowrow looks at your mom and kind of shakes his head. Just going, Gowrow. Gowrow. As your mom, in a fury, says,
Give me back my Brenty.
and she runs across the room, kicking the Gowrow in the face, not causing damage, but enough to throw him off his balance. As he lands on his back, his spiky tail swings, clipping the Van Meter monster for 3 damage.
Oh my god. Dropping his health down to 35.
We can't attack each other. Your mom's just gonna be doing all of the damage.
Okay.
She's the puppet master.
As the woman goes, your mother flees out of the room. She runs over to the kitchen and looks for something heavy to hit the Van Meter monster with as it begins to chase her. He's still so disgusted with her. He feels like the Gowrow is not the real threat. This woman can no longer be alive.
Your mom must be ended.
As the Van Meter begins to chase up the hallway, she reaches the kitchen and gets to the countertop to find a saran-wrapped, mostly full, shitty green bean casserole sitting on top of the counter, lukewarm. She didn't even let it cool off before she put the cellophane in it, and now there's just bacteria growing in it because she doesn't understand food safety. She picks it up and spins around as she throws it at the Van Meter, but luckily the Gowrow was also in chase, and the Van Meter ducks out of the way as the green bean casserole smashes into the Gowrow's face, Pyrex and all, bacteria, green bean stew, and Pyrex smashing into him, causing 15 damage. I know, and dropping his health down to 20. As he crumples to the carpet, the fucking yellow shag carpet.
Ugh.
Cigarette stain.
Yeah, well, it didn't used to be
smelling.
yellow. Yeah. The Gowrow collecting himself, kind of dizzy from the green bean hitting him.
The green
Green bean hit him good. He sees your mom and he decides to take a good swing at her, doing a spin with his tail right behind, the blade sinking deep into your mom, cutting off her arm. But as he shakes his head, he realizes it was actually the foot of the Van Meter that he sliced.
Oh.
He was not thinking clearly as he does 12 damage.
Oh, shit. Dropping my health down to 23?
Yeah.
The Van Meter visitor falls to the floor as blood begins to spurt out of his stump. His leg is completely gone as it lies on the floor next to empty plastic bottles of vodka and TV dinner trays, half-empty TV dinner trays. But they're like not even adult TV dinners; they're the kid cuisines.
The ones that
with the penguin on the front. Yeah, and she only ate the brownie out and left the rest.
That's so dangerously close to my mom.
She left the meatloaf square in there, and the corn, and the mashed potato, the icy mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And, Um, as the Van Meter visitor crawls towards the woman, he realizes that the Gowrow is an issue, but this woman is the one that started all this. He begins to crawl at the woman as the laser beam on his forehead begins to boom, 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 boom. It gets louder and louder as it begins to glow, and the woman backing up, going, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You can't do this in my house. You can't do this in my house." As the laser begins to get louder and louder, the beam begins to become more and more powerful. The Gowrow standing beside you. You've settled your differences. This woman must go. As all of a sudden, a laser beam shoots out of your forehead, of the Van Meter's forehead, flying at the woman. The woman spins around, grabbing her best fine china from 1982. Yeah. It's covered in Japanese flower blossoms, and she hasn't touched it since her wedding. As she spins, she faces it at the Van Meter as the laser bounces off the fine china. It's called fine for a reason, and it's called China because it's from a mystical land. As it bounces off, and it has mystical powers. As it bounces off and hits the Gowrow directly in the forehead, melting a hole right through his head, causing 20 damage.
Ah, my boy.
As the Gowrow falls to the floor in the hallway of your mom's house.
Terrible place to die.
Stands there. Horny as ever, just wishing that these two monsters were Brent.
She runs, diving, sliding on her knees, picking up the Gowrow's head, shaking him. Brent, wake up, Brent.
I wish Brent could have seen this. He would think I was brave, like a lifeguard.
Well, we're in the final four.
The ghost of Brent comes through the wall.
Oh, Brent's dead, huh?
I've been here all along. My friend's mother.
Brent died on prom night, crashing his convertible.
Yeah, he was drunk.
He was driving to your mom's house. He left his beautiful prom queen date to go be with your mom, and he crashed his convertible.
Him and Lizzie Forks. Am I they were prom king and queen.
Who Lizzie Forks is? Okay.
No.
Yes, him and Lizzie Forks. I wasn't sure if that was a reference or
Brent Kraser, and Lizzie Forks. They're the prom king and queen.
He left Lizzie behind. Luckily for her, that means she survived, but she lives with that guilt for her entire life, naming her firstborn Brentina.
But the ghost of Brent lives in the house with your mother now and keeps her company.
Yeah.
Ever since your father left her with that Taiwanese whore.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody's life.
Yeah, it's crazy. Someone's probably listening to this going, what the fuck?
Right now they're taking a sledgehammer to the walls. They're in my walls. They're in my walls.
We are in your walls.
As the Gowrow rests in peace and the Van Meter visitor moves on to the next round. And that concludes our fights of the night. That was a fun one. It was it was a close one until it wasn't, you know, but a lot of these fights, I think we painted some great pictures, and I think, I had a lot of fun with these four fights. And, so if you guys want any more information, go to Camp Strange Podcast on Instagram. If you guys want to send us anything, campstrangepodcast@gmail.com. And you could rate, review, subscribe, do all that wherever you do that, and share it with a friend. If you can't really explain this to them, they're not really your friend. So dump them.
That's fair.
Come be our friend. Yeah. You don't need friends when you have podcasts. I don't know. Anything else? David, please explain. I don't know if you want to explain this on pod or if you're just going to make a post about it, but you said that you wanted our next episode will be our final
that was
Battles of the Camp
that
Mash.
technically wasn't my plan, but I guess we could do
What?
that. I was thinking
Well, we have three fights left.
Yes,
correct?
and I was thinking about trying to make them longer, or at least the final one longer. But I guess we'd probably have to do it the same thing with the second to last because it'll only be 2.
So wait, so next round the 2 fights will be
Bigfoot versus lizard person.
Bigfoot versus Lizard Person, and Minotaur versus Van Meter Visitor.
Yes.
And then the winner of those 2 will
Face off.
move on
Yes.
to the finals.
Yeah, I guess we could just do one more.
One more episode?
I guess we could.
I mean, I don't know what your idea was. You said you had like an idea.
So my idea was to ask people to record themselves because almost every cell phone these days have a recording app that you can do voice memos and you can email it to us and we will put your prediction in the episode.
Oh, we could still do that.
Yes, we could definitely still do that. The only thing is I'm probably going to need a extended break to edit it. That's my thing.
Oh, I see.
Because that will be compiling a lot, like, significant amount of files depending on if anybody fucking does it, but
So let's just try this. Let's just say this. You guys send in. We'll make a post on Instagram as well, but send in a voice recording of who you think. What would you say, David? Who you think's gonna win
this
it?
won't work.
Out of the 4.
It won't work because my
No.
original idea was to have people do predictions for the championship, and they won't know who the championship is until it is championship time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway, how about this?
We'll think about it.
We'll think. We'll think about it, and then we'll post something on Instagram if David thinks of anything good in terms of like, an audio recording, maybe like your favorite fight of the whole bracket, or your favorite competitor, or just like a comment about the fights, or who you thought was gonna make it and who didn't make it. Maybe just some comments. Who knows? We'll think of something like that possibly, and then you can send it in if you'd like. Regardless of that. I think we would like to hear it, and I think it's fun. So if you want to do that, you can do that, and then we'll post something on Instagram. And if there's anything more curated, yeah. So thank you guys so much. And David, do you have anything to say before we officially head out?
Man, great Final Four.
It's a solid Final Four. It really.
I don't
is. Like I
love
said,
the Minotaur too much,
No,
but it's better than some of the other options.
Yeah, I agree. It would be kind of lame. I mean, not lame. I mean, none of them are really lame. I was just thinking like Wood Devils. Wood Devils would be fun in there.
Yeah.
Maybe like Tommy Knockers would be fun. Yeah, I mean, anybody's fun because they're all cryptids.
Yes.
So they exist for a reason.
Yes.
So, but these ones do make a little bit of sense.
They all
and,
definitely exist.
Yeah. So, and David, do you have anything to say?
I
before
already
we
did.
officially
I
head
already
out?
said it.
What did you say?
I don't remember.
Exactly. I don't either. That's how unimpressive it was. Say something more impressive.
Oh boy.
Brent Kraser and
Brent-
Lizzie Forks.
Rest in peace, Brent Kraser, Lizzie Forks. It wasn't your fault. Take the life that you have and live it to the fullest, because that's what Brent would have wanted.
And Lizzie.
Well, Lizzie's alive.
Oh, she made it?
She didn't get in the car. He ditched her at the prom to go be with your mom.
Oh,
So she's
I
been
didn't know
she's been
that.
living with survivor's guilt. That's why she named her firstborn
Oh, Brentina.
Brentina.
Oh, that's
Because it
so
was gonna be
sad.
Brent, but she had a girl. Ooh. So yes, Lizzie's been living.
Brentina.
She's been living with that survivor's guilt for 18 years, and just know if you're out there, it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself, and just
Unless you're Brent.
yeah, it's Brent's
It was
fault.
your fault.
Brent's fault for sure.
Yeah. Well, you guys heard it here first. It's Brent's fault. And don't forget to stay strange.